Hi, my name is Samvedam Randalls, and I'm the director of the Inner Arts Institute here in Watertown, Massachusetts. I'm here to speak to you about a program that we offer through the Institute called the Constellation Learning Group. This is a program we've been running for 16 years, and each year it's slightly different as we learn from each year. And for those of you who do not know what constellations are, you may want to first read up on our website about what that even is. We offer introductions to constellation work, but this is a deeper immersion into this work. Just to put it in a nutshell, a constellation is a way in which we step into the blueprint or the matrix of any system. And being a psychologist, I work usually with family systems, and we're tracing symptoms that you've been struggling with to their cause. Many psychotherapies work with symptoms, but very few actually have the ability to go deeper into what causes these symptoms. So if you're struggling with something that's repeating in your life or keeps coming back or you can't change, this may be a really good method for you to explore. A question we are frequently asked is who joins such a circle? And I never quite know what to say to that, because we all have issues in our lives that become obstacles that we can't shift or change. And so anybody who's wanting to work on one of those is welcome. It requires that you are open to being with what emerges in each moment. This work is an emergent work, and you need to be able to keep your heart and mind open to what arises. It also really helps for this immersion into the program that you've already seen a constellation or be part of a constellation, as this is a deeper journey that will be unfolding with a group of about 15 to 20 people who will stay with you. So in this work we travel together, and we go looking both in your father's line and in your mother's line for what may have been passed down to you transgenerationally and may now be residing in your body. If you do the work to remove that, you actually heal backwards in time, you heal the past, and through that healing you also heal the future, because whatever you resolve, you don't have to pass forward to your descendants or your children. Why join the learning group rather than do an introductory workshop? It's a very different journey. In the learning group, we create a safety in that circle because we work together for 4 to 6 months that you will not find in an introductory workshop. So there is a much more solid group that comes together and helps each other, exploring the family lineages and bringing out what problems we each bring into the circle. There will be room for you to look at both sides of your family, as well as for whatever you bring that is uniquely in your heart or in your mind that you need some help sorting out. The structure of this program is this year organized in a different way because we're running the same program in 2 locations. We're going to have a learning group in Brattleboro, Vermont, and one based in Watertown, Massachusetts. Both of them have 4 modules in their basic program, in which you will learn basic principles of constellation and you will dive into your personal lineage work. One of those 4 modules is a retreat. That is in January. We're going to meet at a beautiful location in Western Mass called Sirius Community. And there we will do a full retreat, which means we do constellation work, will involve breath work, artwork, usually some ceremony and some other modalities that help integrate what you are experiencing and learning in this work. This is the basic program. You also have an option to join our expanded program, which involves 2 more modules for which I am inviting 2 master teachers. Our 2 guest facilitators bring very specific skills and applications to constellation work. And I always like for people to see more than one teacher, because the work looks different through each person's methods. So in November, I have invited Volker Frank. Volker has a specific application of constellation work because he works in corporations and he uses what we call organizational constellations. This is a way to look at a system that is work-related. So he will unearth dynamics at your workplace, in your leadership team, in your company, or he will look at, am I doing the work that's right for me? So this is a very particular application for the work that is incredibly helpful for coaches, leadership trainers, people who work in that kind of an arena, as well as it can answer your questions about your work. The second master facilitator I've invited is Dr. Karl-Heinz from Germany. Karl-Heinz is a medical doctor, and he has completely shifted his work to using constellation work both in personal healing but also in collective healing. And he uses a specific skill or method that he has called healing voices. That means he uses sounding and toning during a constellation to shift dynamics that are present in the room. If you'd like to hear more about it, I have posted an interview where he speaks about his method on the website. Please go take a look. I recommend you sign up for the expanded version if you like what I just talked about, because you get a quite substantial discount if you sign up for the expanded version of the learning group rather than pay each workshop separate. However, you're also welcome, if you just choose to come to one of them, to pay that separately. If you join us in our circle, you will meet the Inner Arts Institute team, which is a fabulous group of people. I will be leading the large group circles, but many times we will break into 2 or 3 smaller groups, and you will meet other facilitators who've worked with me for some time now, who will hold smaller group constellations also. That helps us bring in way more possibilities to do constellations in one day. I've myself, trained as a psychologist, have been doing this work now for 25 years, and from my understanding, it is the only method that has the ability to look at transgenerational patterns, because much of what we carry didn't start with us, and so it's hard to identify what it is in a personal inquiry in your own life. Some of it simply comes from further back in history. I've seen this work truly change lives. It's always changed people's perspective. So if you're ready for a change, consider joining us this year. We will request an intake interview so we can make sure that we're a good fit for you and that you're a good fit for our program. So as you register, you probably will hear from us, and one of us will give you a call for a conversation. Once you've decided to join us and we decided we're a good fit for each other, you will also receive 2 private sessions. These are meant to help us know where you are at and what's going on for you, and it is meant to also give you an opportunity to experience constellation work in a one-on-one setting. One is usually at the beginning of the training program, and then in the middle or later towards the end you can ask for a second one if you wish that. Thank you for listening, and if you're interested, please take a good look at all the info below here. Everything is on the website, but also feel free to email and ask questions if you find something that's not explained. I look forward to seeing you, if not in this circle, maybe in another, and wish you all the best. Be well.